Got 25 to 32 enemy ships in the Norwegian coast. Still 970 mines. Hang on. We have laid 970 mines, damaged 1 ship, and sunk 7 ships. What? Hey! It's FeedBackGaming here. Hi! How are you doing today? On my previous video, I said, if we get 3,000 likes, I'll play as a Naval Norway. And I can't believe it! You did it! Well done! Let's get right into it. So here's the situation as Norway. You start off with 1 naval dockyard, and you only have a total of 2 mills and 6 civvies. It's not good. As soon as we've got the generic focus tree, we're going to rush the electronic techs. We've got the ability on the focus tree to get secret weapons, so we're going to do the normal thing where we rush all the electronics. Political effort is first, just to get a little bit of political pattern going. And we will start out by making just a handful of civvies. We have 4 coastal defense ships, which are pretty much buff cruisers, 2 mining ships, and a few destroyers and a few subs. The first thing we're going to need to do is improve our navy, and we're going to need to do that by doing naval exercises. This is going to be tricky because we have 0 oil, and 1 month in, we have no fuel. Let's give us a total of 10 Navy XP. That's actually pretty good because that means we can add some modules on to an existing ship. So here we go. This is what we've got. We have a mine-laying sub, mine-laying destroyer, a torpedo destroyer, and a coastal defense ship with a medium battery. So let's compare the light cruiser to the coastal defense ship. The coastal defense ship has significantly less range and speed. The coastal defense ship's actually a lot more expensive too. Alright, let's go for naval effort. We got 3 naval dockyards. It's one of the buff parts of the generic focus tree. Do it. Get the demagogue. I want to stack as many dispersed industry as possible, so I'm stuck what focus to go for next. We could focus on making a capital ship and stacking naval XP. Yeah, so let's go for, it doesn't seem like the right choice, but we're going to go for fleet and being large navy. Going to go for working conditions because we're going to go for the referendum. We'll queue up a military factory. Okay, we have 200 convoys now, so making any more convoys is a waste of time. So in the meantime, I think for the flexibility purposes, I think we're going to make more mine-laying destroyers. All right, free trade. Open up those markets. Being a minor power, you're tempted to go down the armament effort and get the mills. Feels good in the short term, but we need the research slot, so this is the path we're going to take. To offset the loss of mills, I'm going to build those. I'm going to queue up military factories. Our only admiral is pretty good. He's a inshore fighter. The option to go for mine-laying efficiency in concealment. You won't see this very often, but once in a blue moon, we are going to select the naval theorist. Create a bunch of divisions. The only way that I think I can make this work is if we have single-use light cruisers that have catapults on them for detection and spotting. I think we're just going to focus primarily on cruisers. Heavy cruisers for the attack and light cruisers for the spotting. Yep, this is something I've never done before. What we'll do is import absolute ton of oil from the Soviets, max out our silos of oil, and then use that to grind naval experience for my navy. 2 sea zones here we need to be aware of. Fjords and archipelagos is perfect. That's where we need to do primarily most of our engagements. And then we also have shallow sea, which puts us an advantage against subs. And here, this other fjords and archipelagos of Denmark that I need to avoid. If Denmark falls, this area gets locked in. That's given us 100 days worth of fuel for exercising our fleet, so that was worthwhile. Hey, it's trivia time. What nation took 6 hours to fall to the Germans? What nation took 6 hours to fall to the Germans? Comment below if you know the answer. We have 47%, almost 48% of our ideology. I think if we discredit the government now, that should give us enough for a referendum. Yeah, it will. Now we need to see 100 political power to flip. Okay, we flipped. 85% stability in 1938. I think we're doing pretty good. And now we just need to go for the popular figurehead, and this will max out our stability. Work on some fighters as well for spotting reasons, but we'll go for heavy fighters due to their extra range. Extensive conscription is a must. Let's make a few adjustments to our ship. So first of all, we want to make some adjustments to our mine layers. So hunter/layer, depth charge, and sonar. Mixture between both. Perfect. Start making those now. I forgot to change the icon as well. I'll change that to an escort. Perfect. Yeah, this is my current tech. I'm teching towards computer machine with all the 100% boosts. Got fleet and being on the way. And I got my artillery for soft attack and my spotting with my heavy fighters. Got the option now to either up my destroyers, subs, or my capital ships. Our primary focus is going to be capitals, but in this case, I just want to make sure my sub detection's high enough, so we're going to go for convoy sailing first. Let's hire a field marshal. Oh, and he's got defensive. Nice. Do nicely. We've got a 55% penalty for lack of steel. We shift that to the top. The penalty is 16%. Still going to import a little bit of steel. Soviets. It's important that we say that we don't cover these sea zones. We need to make sure everything goes through the Norwegian coast. Therefore, we can escort the convoys and not get intercepted. Because I want to get a certain amount of naval XP to make my ideal model, and I don't have enough, what I'm going to do is import lots of oil from America. And that'll give us enough XP from this that we can use to invest into making my ideal heavy cruiser. Right, let's get our divisions across the southern border. Let's aim to put them on the ports. If they do land, we'll just starve them out. Alright, we've got a new cruiser finished. We've got enough naval XP now. Let's make our ideal 1940s cruiser. Okay, this is the beauty I'm going to go with. It has 3 heavy batteries, 2 light batteries, AA, cheap fire control, but we'll upgrade that eventually. And then we've got a decent engine, a light armament, and level 2 armor. First one should be complete by February 1940. Alright, we've got the option now to go for advanced fire control, so I'm going to research that. Then when we pumped out our first heavy cruiser, we'll immediately make an upgrade of it and add the best fire support. This is important. Decryption plays a factor in spotting. Not a lot of people know that, but it's important. Don't forget that. I'm impressed. You did it. You got 3,000 likes on the previous video. How about another 3,000 likes, and we'll be Germany, and have to be motorized artillery only. Come on, who doesn't want that, right? 3,000 likes. Boom, come on. Okay, it's time. Germany is justifying against us. Let's prepare. We're gonna import a little bit more oil just to make sure we fill our stockpile of oil before the war kicks off. Just want to make sure if any opportunities to embargo us happens and is successful. Let's do naval production. Go for the infantry expert. And funnily enough, we have a naval aviation expert. Carriers for Norway. Paradox, what? And we'll also go for defensive doctrine too. We're going to build an airport in the center here because the only airports we've got is on the very south and the very north. Ideally, I want one dead in the center. Our ship has launched and we are going to make it the pride of the fleet. Even though it's just launched, we are going to upgrade it. Need to add on the latest fire support. Upgrade my citizenship. Only should take 26 days. Oh, and it's happened. Germans have declared on us. The UK is asking us to join their faction. I think we should. That's a smart option there. And we are going to start mine laying in the Norwegian coast. Oh my damn, we're laying them so quickly. Oh, we have our first landing. 6 Italian divisions. I realize my oil consumption is pretty high at the moment. So what I'm going to need to do is break off the heavy cruisers and send them back to port. That should fix most of the oil problems, and it has. We don't need to import nowhere near as much oil. And there we go. We've maxed out mines in the Norwegian Sea. 1,000 mines. Okay, what we're going to do now is put you on spotting and put you on strike force. And ideally too, we need a light cruiser. And its primary job is going to be for spotting purposes. Adding loads of catapults, but as many as I can fit. There we go. Spotter, light cruiser, perfect. All right, let's make a few of these babies too. Oh, and we've spotted so many ships. Spotting them really quickly too, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so nervous right now. I'm so nervous. What have they spotted? Some destroyers. Oh. I'm so nervous I'm gonna get annihilated. Like, they've hit my destroyers just a wee bit. My cruisers have arrived. Oh, and they're battering their destroyers too. Oh, okay, this is not what I expected. That is so satisfying. That is a glorious victory for the Norwegian Navy. That is something to be proud of. Okay, let's be a little bit more adventurous. Let's go into the Eastern North Sea. Naval Strike, Air Superiority 2. The enemy has laid 24 mines. Okay, this is a recap on the production. We're working on another heavy cruiser for attack. A spotter light cruiser. Still producing, slowly trickling out destroyer and mine layers. We've also got a few bombers, 5e fighters, artillery, and guns. We want to ideally make a 40-width artillery division. That's why I'm making so much artillery. Oh, we've spotted a fleet again. This could have 2 capital ships in it. This is dangerous. But this explains why you may or may not be spotting. So our hourly chance to spot is actually going down. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to spot them. One area that we've neglected is radar, and there's not a lot we can do about that. We just had a little bit limited areas what we could tech into due to our being a minor power. Okay, this is not working. I think we just send the whole fleet back to repair. And then we'll come back when they're all fully repaired and we have the most spotting chance. Oh, we have some Italians landed on top of us here. And as soon as they arrive, goodbye. I think one of the factors, the reason why we're not spotting in the Eastern North Sea is lack of air control. I think the losses we're taking here aren't worth it, so we're going to put you guys on interception instead of air superiority. Oh no, that's not working. I'm losing subs. It seems no matter how strong your navy might be, if you can't have air superiority, you ain't going anywhere. Alright, we have enemy ships in the Norwegian coast. So they can't get air superiority here. If they do, they're not going to get that much projection due to lack of range on their planes. In this case, let's just move everything over to here again. I think what we're going to do now is prioritize the spotters. Whoa, it's been a while, but we've finally spotted them, and we have a massive spotting advantage too. We've found them. What is it? 2 light cruisers and 10 destroyers. We can chew these up in seconds. They're instantly running away. Here comes our heavy cruisers. And we didn't even get a single shot in before they ran away. Hey, we intercepted them. We got a cruiser and a destroyer. Nice. We've got 2 heavy cruisers now. And our main ship has scored so many kills. That's amazing. Amazing. Let's be boring and make plain old fighters. Another game ahoy, boys. If we want to make an impact on this game, what we need to be really doing is pushing into Denmark. And the only way I feel like we're going to be able to do that, this is in our naval area of supremacy. It's going to be hard still though, because we're going to have to get air superiority, we're going to have to get naval supremacy, and then we're going to have to land here and be able to take this really quickly. It's going to be tough. Okay, I accepted loads of lend leases, and it's nice to have free stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love free stuff. But right now, it's clogged up all of our convoys. And we need to cancel some of these to get our convoys back. Oh, man. I never realized this, but I was looking through here for the anti-air modules. Like, where are they in this tech tree? They're not. They're under anti-air for artillery. I would have never have thought to look here. Okay, let's focus on our ground forces. Let's go for support weapons. And we'll also go for infantry equipment as well. Try and give as much bite as I can with my 40-width artillery divisions. Got 25 to 32 enemy ships in the Norwegian coast. Still 970 mines. Hang on. We have laid 970 mines, damaged 1 ship, and sunk 7 ships. What? Okay. 0 enemy ships in the Norwegian coast. Okay, I think we've got enough air force now to try and contest them in the Eastern North Sea, so we're going to do that. Bring all of you boys over to here. And we change the mission orders from here to here. Go. Okay, so let's prepare for this naval excursion. We're going to go for Naval Invasion support. Alright, let's go. Boom. Go, boys. How's the shore bombardment? 16%, that's pretty good. Get our planes in position. We have nowhere near enough planes. They dominate us in the sky. It's too far. We're too far behind now to catch up to. We never get enough planes to compete with them in the air. Denied. Maybe the solution is to try and land on multiple locations. Try something different. Let's land on Copenhagen and push through the straits. Oh, we have to start the invasion planning all over again. To be able to pull off a naval invasion, what these divisions are lacking are engineers. Engineers give a big buff to amphibious landings. In this case, an extra 16% attack. That'll be so worthwhile. Anyway, I laid a few mines in the eastern North Sea for just the lols. Like the fact that mine are blue and red. That's how you know how to move around them, guys. We color-coded the mines. Nice. Okay, it's been a long time coming, but I think it is time to get our free trade, and we are going to go for limited exports. It's made a slight impact on the aluminium, as well as the steel, but also in the news, allowed the Spanish to land on top of me, and it has not gone well. It's cool. I'll get them back. I'll get them back. We're very slowly turning this around. If we can grab this port, it'll cut them off completely. I think they might have lose supply. 21? No? Are you going to lose supply? Get wrecked. The minute I take my shifts off to repair, immediately the Italians land on me. Okay, service by requirement. We don't have a choice. Alright, so once again, we're going to have to chill for another minute or so to build a stockpile of oil. Oh, we're not getting oil from Soviets anymore. Oh no, because they have no oil. Oh no! Oh no! Technologically, we're quite advanced. We're getting all the latest tech when it comes down to infantry weapons. The biggest problem we're finding is that we have no doctrines. That's going to cause so many problems. Alright, our oil reserves are full. Alright boys, it is simply now or never. We need to do an attack now. If not, the opportunity is never going to be there again. Danish belts, you have access. 12 mines there, that's not enough. We might be able to do this. Oh, no. I only hunt 2 Hungarian divisions, but they reinforce this, which they probably... Oh, no, we lost. Did we lose? I think we did. Well, looks like we're planning another naval invasion. This one's going to be, well, we land on lots of unoccupied land. Hopefully unoccupied, but you never know. Alright, try again. These are our coastal defenders, and we have 4 now. No, 3 of our main ship. Pride of our fleet now has sunk. A ton of destroyers and light cruisers. Never really been up against anything bigger than that, though. AI doesn't seem to be making any cannonball ships, which is weird. Alright, this is the plan. So we land on lots of unoccupied territory, or mostly anyway. Initially, it looks like we've gained a little bit of ground. Got a definite angle here. We need to activate our air force too. Hey, we've done it. We've took Copenhagen. And that was way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. That just shows the power of doctrines. Doctrines are such a big meme. Wow, this is not a joke. The Germans have a lot of divisions. And for the most part, firepower-wise, they're equal to mine, but defense-wise, they're significantly better. And, this is kind of what happens when you neglect your ground forces and you focus primarily on navy. You can never have that much bite to your divisions. And then this happens. I have to pull out with the remaining divisions that I've got. Pretty sad, but I think they're probably going to get intercepted now as well. Yeah, they are. Oh, what a shame. I think for the most part, the naval part of this guide is on point. It works so well. You intercept those screens, you absolutely wipe them out. Spotting's on point. Air Force, a few tweaks need to be made left, right. I think probably making fighters early on, just spamming the numbers out is probably the way forward, other than trying to do something fancy like tactical bombers or heavy fighters. Well, there's not a lot more I can really do with this campaign. I think I've demonstrated the point I was getting at. I wanted to show a naval-powered Norway, and I think the most part, spamming out those heavy cruisers really does work. Now I think about it, that what the 2 things I would make in this campaign that would be different would be I'd spam fighters early on, and I'd go for radar as well. And instead of launching catapults on my cruisers, I would have gone for radar on them. But, this is a big but, that still wouldn't make me any more efficient on ground. I still would have been equally as weak, which is pretty much sucks. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here, boys. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget, when you subscribe, don't forget to ring that bell. And if we get 3,000 likes, I will show you motorized artillery only, which I have tested out, and it is absolutely broken. Oh, it is so good. You'll love it. Anyway, boys, I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.